Alright guys, it's time that we have a little chat. A lot of stuff on my mind lately, dealing with our channel, Poketuber, all that type of stuff. A lot of things have changed, and I don't know where we're going to be in the future. But let's have a discussion and think through this process. Today, I'm going to take and reflect on where we came from, where we are now, and where we are going to be in the future with our channel. It's a time of reflection, trying to figure out if it's a positive thing for our lives or a negative thing for our lives. And there has been a lot of negative stuff on the way. First off, let's start. My first name's Justin. My wife's name is Mary. The kids' names, for what you guys need to know, is Katie and Hunter. And we ran a Poketuber channel for the past year. We started the channel because the kids came to me and started wanting to collect Pokemon. I had a bunch of my original Pokemon cards still up in the closet, and it kind of snowballed from there. The original reason that we started the channel is I wanted to start collecting all the cards from every set from when I stopped collecting. It kind of went with the theme, Pokemon, gotta catch them all. As we started with this, it started off okay. We made small videos, opening videos, trying to figure out what the whole thing was. And I clearly remember my first Pokemon trade was with Mega Tank EX. As many of you guys know, we're pretty good friends. We talk, text. He's been a little bit of AFK along with us, but he's still around and we still chat back and forth once in a while. With that first trade, I was introduced to a Pokemon network which was headed by thepokecapital.com. After getting into the details, I'm not going to share everything with you guys, but a lot of it for you guys to realize what we went through and what we're still going through. Basically, he was the head of a group, and we are really, I consider us to still be friends. Basically, we started a group to work together to try to grow our channels and the community in general. What that basically meant is with YouTube, you get a small chunk of revenue from all your subscribers watching the videos. And at the time, the money wasn't an issue for us. However, there was another perk for joining the group, and a lot of it was that we just basically got items at cost as long as we were part of this group and trying to better the community. For us, going through a lot of Pokemon products, this was a huge savings. It was so large that it was gonna save us more than any revenue that we would have gained over the revenue from YouTube. So we went on and joined that partnership. At that time, everybody was partnered underneath a network called Freedom. Freedom, basically what they would do is they'd help promote your channel and whatnot so that you can try to get the most revenue. However, they took a small, a pretty good chunk of your revenue for helping you do that. However, a little small slice of that revenue actually would go back to the head of the network to help us buy equipment. Well, fast forward down the road a little bit, we hit a mile mark that we were supposed to start getting stuff to help channels grow, like the lights and stuff like that. However, Freedom basically did not pay us for that. They kind of bailed on us, and at that time, as a network, we thought we found a better option, that is kind of where the YouTube stuff turned really dark for a lot of people and a lot of partners. We worked our butts off trying to make all this revenue, and I'm not going to use names of the channels, but there's a lot larger channels that were part of this partnership, and at the end of it they lost thousands and thousands of dollars. This was their job. They made videos for a living and made enough income to live by it. Us, on the other hand, we made videos for basically trading purposes, for showing off new products that we were opening to get that discount. And what ended up being the most important thing for me was the friendships that we built during this whole collaboration. I'm still really upset about how the network kind of went down. It's when you lose money, it takes a little bit out of you. And like I said, at the time I didn't care about the money, but knowing that it was your money and then having somebody take it without asking you really hurts. So basically that's the network stuff in a nutshell. A lot of other negative stuff happened to us this year. Of course, you guys know about Worlds. In my mind, that's probably turned out to be the best thing possible, is not going to Worlds. My biggest regret with the Worlds thing is I was really looking forward to meeting a small group of people, which I'll consider friends, going and meeting them at Worlds. That took me, well, I'm still not completely over it, and unfortunately a couple of those people that we were going to meet don't really make videos anymore. That group let us into their lives. You kind of had an attachment to them. They're still there. We do talk to them, but it just kind of feels like they are being pushed away, and some of it's by their choice. They're working on building their family and doing their own personal stuff, so it's kind of like an episode of a show that's been discontinued that you'll never be able to see again, but it feels like it never had an ending to it. And I hope one day that they decide to come back, or at least give people updates. And I don't mean that in a pressuring way. It's just one of those things that you just have an attachment and you really like to know how things are going. The past is in the past. There's nothing we can do with that. Now going forward, been very guilty about doing something that I told myself from the beginning I would never do, and that's basically selling out what my channel was supposed to be about, and how I was going to do the videos. There's some very large channels that are blowing up right now, and a lot of them are because of one of three things basically. First of all, giveaways. Large giveaways, and they are getting massive subs, which is great. I mean, fantastic. I told myself that I would never do that to really just get the subs, basically. That's not who we were. That's not what we were gonna do. The other thing is massive openings. Right now, massive openings, what you guys have to realize about these massive openings is these people are opening this product for a store or for a resale to make money off of it. I have a hard time getting rid of even one card, let alone massive amounts of cards. That is why my collection is so huge right now, is because I have not got rid of any of my bulk or any of my duplicates. I traded a little bit here and there, but I have not sold anything yet because I have a hard time parting with anything, which is a downfall in my character, and I hopefully soon can change that because it's costing us financially for not flipping those cards. besides the mass openings and the giveaways, the other big thing is basically just doing mass collaborations. This is one thing that I did like to do. I like meeting other Poketubers and getting to know them and their thoughts about different stuff in the community. On any given day, you basically will see me if there's a live stream on. You got the Meta Deck, Yellow Swallow, Trainer TV, Pokemon Evolutionaries. Those groups I go just to hang out and kind of get a feel for the people and just to kick back and relax. That's my way of hanging out with some people that I know and getting to chat with them. Financially this year, Pokemon's 20th anniversary was massive. In my mind, I like to try to collect one of everything for my sets. Is that realistic for the future? Probably not. I can't keep going at this rate. They're coming out with product faster than anybody can keep up with unless you have thousands and thousands of dollars, which I don't. I've been asked in the past if we are rich. We are not. We are the opposite of rich. I own a small business. However, that business is not completely paid for, so we work every day to pay the bills, and we scavenge to make it by month. Another thing going with the financial thing is something you guys don't realize is between Mary and myself, we've had 2 huge major medical issues in the past 3 years. Mary's had cancer. I will report currently right now she is cancer free, but do you guys know how that goes? If you had any family members involved with cancer, it's pretty much eliminated, but you have to still go in for monthly checks, and they monitor you forever. That's your lifestyle. Now mine, on the other hand, I've had 2 major surgeries last year, right before the Pokemon channel started up. That's kind of why the Pokemon channel started up, is because that was my outlet to get away from my issues. Basically, I had 18 inches of my large intestine removed. The complication with that is anybody any size could have the issue that I had. The downfall is being a very large person, and it's my own fault. Being a large person, there's a lot of complications with that type of surgery. Without my family, it would have been very, very tough to be where I am right now. Basically, I couldn't do a lot of stuff that I wanted to because of the effects of that surgery. This past year, you guys didn't know about it, but I had some complications to that surgery. I have incisions that were made from basically above my belly button all the way down past my waistline. I also had another incision where the external apparatus was placed on the side of my stomach. Both of those basically herniated this past year, and I had some complications at one point. That is kind of why I left for a while. Some of the close friends that I have might have heard that story, but they didn't know exactly what it was. It was very severe pain, and it was very close to being an emergency surgery. Fortunately for us, it undid itself, and I didn't have to worry about doing the surgery. But it is in the back of my head every single day that if that would happen again, it could be emergency surgery, and unfortunately, not being well off financially, that might change a lot of stuff in our lives. Now, where are we going to be in the future? I will still post videos on this channel. However, I cannot promise you how often that these videos will be going up. I will pretty much promise you that anytime we travel for a pre-release, LC, or even in the future leagues, I will be probably doing those style videos. That is what I enjoy. That is what I like to document, not only for myself. However, if something ever would by chance happen to me, I know then I have a video where my kids can look back and reflect on memories that we made together doing something that we all like to do. And that is what Pokemon means to me. As far as the opening videos, I will not be forcing myself to open stuff on video just to open something on video. If we're really excited about opening something, we will open it on camera. I felt this past couple months with all these brand new Poketubers just blowing up, I felt obligated to be sharing openings even though I wasn't mentally excited to open it. I know it sounds bad, but sometimes you just don't want to open it. I mean, that's kind of why I do have all the stuff behind me. So basically, half the stuff I do have behind us that needs to be opened hasn't been opened because I felt obligated that I need to open on camera. However, some of that might be changing. Or I might just do it in one massive opening, which I really am not for. I want to open stuff to enjoy it, not because I feel obligated to open something. Anyhow, I think this is going to be a lot of rambling. I apologize. It's been weighing on my shoulders a lot. And it kind of, I hope it gives you kind of an insight into the Poketuber lifestyle. It's not as great as everybody thinks it is all the time. Of course, I think a lot of it is it's what we make of it. And unfortunately, I let a lot of the stuff bug me more than I should. But that's how I am. I wear a lot of my emotions on the shoulders, and it shows. I think that's what most people want, is they want that connection. I think they want the real person to be that person. So, anyhow, if you guys enjoyed that, this little rambling video, please let me know your thoughts below. If you guys have questions ever, just ask. Basically an open book. I do tell it how it is. Sometimes it's not what you guys want to hear, but I'd rather have it that way than you thinking that everything's all great and peachy, even though it's not. But anyhow, I think this new year is going to be a fantastic year. I think we're going to start traveling a little bit more, and who knows, I might be pushing this competition stuff a little bit just to get a feel to see where I'm ranking, if there's even a inkling that I could possibly make it. And it's too soon to say now, but if financially we can get back on our feet, I really like to go back out to Anaheim this year and try to go to Pokemon Worlds. Not only for the Worlds, but for a family vacation, and we've met a great friend out there that I'd like to go meet again and spend more time with them. So, till next time guys, take care.